There is no melodic minor scale, and there never has been. There is no melodic minor scale, period. Why? Because this so-called scale is actually two different scales. One scale goes up, then the other scale comes back down. Yet no scale ever does that. We could go up Lydian and come back down Locrian and call it the bipolar scale. Then we could tell other people they need to master this bipolar scale in every key. Well, that's just plain weird. Welcome to the Alice in Wonderland world of music theory. It doesn't need to make any sense. It doesn't need to be logical. It doesn't even need to be useful. Once it gets established in tradition, generation after generation will be tortured by the muddy thinking of people we can't even quite identify. Someone with a stupid idea has power, and we get stuck with a bad name and a bad concept. So, what is melodic minor really about? The answer: this is a concept, not a scale. And the concept is that it often sounds cool to go up one way and come back down another way. In fact, we could continually change our scale going in the same direction. So the melodic minor concept, and remember it is just a concept, not a scale, is just a way of describing what Bach and his sons did in scale passages and melodic lines to avoid an augmented second over a one chord in minor. An augmented second is just another weird name for a step and a half. These guys and others in the Baroque period avoided this long leap in scales. They liked the sound of jazz minor going up. They like the sound of natural minor going down, and that's really the end of it. I call it the Bach minor concept. So you go up with natural minor with raised 6 and 7, then you come back down with natural minor with normal 6 and 7. So it's not about one scale but two, and I think this is important. There are no rules about which scales to use in music. In general, theory teachers make rules, and composers break them. Composers use any scale for ascending and any scale for descending. That's what you want to do too. Everything else is pure nonsense. The important thing is to make any scale fit your harmony. Then you do anything you wish. If you gain an audience, you're doing it right. So this melodic minor concept is very outdated, unless your only interest is in the Baroque period. Why jazz minor? Where did that name come from? Jazz musicians are incredibly practical. They don't like things that are impractical, misleading, and confusing. So they took the whole idea of melodic minor ascending and renamed it. Is it specific to jazz? Well, no, it's not. Jazz musicians steal things from traditional theory, things that have been around forever. Then they make you think that these things are brand new. So jazz minor has been around for many centuries, and it's just an old idea with a catchy name. But the name is cool and very useful, so that's what I teach. I really like it. By the way, in the time of Beethoven, composers generally went up jazz minor too. But then they came down with harmonic minor, and I call this the Beethoven minor concept. It's much closer to what we do today. And that's it. That's all you really need to know about this subject.